So when did you get into live streaming? Like, you mentioned you could do the tech behind it, but when did you start getting in front of the camera streaming?
Yeah, that's interesting. So when Periscope came out and I did the course, I had started live streaming, but I wasn't doing it for me yet. I was just doing it more so I'm going to teach people how to do it. And then when Facebook Live came out, the only way you could go live to Facebook was from your smartphone at the time. But
right.
I was paying attention to one guy in particular. He was a techie, and he was going live and showing his desktop on Facebook. And I was like, how is he doing this on Facebook? So the techie part of me kicked back in again. So I went from Periscope, how do you do this? Or let me do it, to Facebook, how do you do it? And I played a video of me being at a car rally, and it wasn't foreign for people to see me at a car rally, like a supercar rally, driving with cars and everything. And people were commenting, how come you didn't let me know about this show? How come you didn't tell me about it? Where are you at? But I was just playing a video of somebody else that I had downloaded. And so at that moment, I was like, oh man, people are actually interested in what I'm doing. And so it wasn't too long after that I just started teaching people what I was doing and how I was just playing with the technology. And it was tough at first because I was on camera. But what I found is once I talked about what I knew, I became more comfortable with it because I know what I know. You can't tell me otherwise. Like if I know how to connect this to this or this to that, I'm going to share with you how to do it, and I'm comfortable. I'm in my space because I was doing it every day for work, and that helped me get over like the fear of being on camera. But when I saw that people were taking interest in that video and they wanted to know what I was doing, I was like, okay, this is a little bit easier now. Now it's still a process, even now I don't like being on camera, but I know how effective video is, so I show up and I do it. Because it is the fastest way to build that know, like, and trust factor. But once you speak about what you know, it becomes a lot easier.
Yes, that's so key. It's like, talk about things, and also like have conversations with people.
Yeah.
That always helps to like have a guest. I found, in starting a podcast, it's like, I don't have to do this by myself. Why don't I bring on, obviously a lot of podcasts are based on interviews, but I kept thinking of ideas in my head, like, what am I going to talk about?
Mm-hmm.
But like, guests are a great way to, have a good or create some good content.
Yeah, like you don't have to think about it. You just like, let me come up with 5 questions, let me give them to them, and let me just let them go. Let them talk.
Yeah.
Because, some people like myself now, they got used to doing a podcast every once in a while. We like to talk. And if your guest is talking for 45 minutes and you talk for 15, they created all the content for you. And you're constantly bringing in all these voices that people like to hear who your guests are. And it's a way for you to grow this library without, trying to think of hours and hours and hours of what to say to people. And it's a great strategy to use for YouTube, podcasts. People are doing it on Amazon Live. They're interviewing other people on Amazon Live. And it's just one of the many ways to leverage these platforms.
So let's talk a little bit about Amazon Live. I mean, we were just chatting a little bit before we started this, and you were just kind of, I got the sense that you were enjoying Amazon Live. So talk a little bit about Amazon Live and how that's kind of, I don't know, necessarily changed your business, but like changed changed your work, and just kind of what do you think of that platform overall?
Yeah, it's very interesting platform. I will say that. It's very underutilized. I would have thought that like some of these other platforms, there would be a mad rush to that platform because it's Amazon and it's live streaming, but it really isn't. So when you go on the platform, you'll see, maybe 15, 20 streams going on at one time right now. When you think about how many lives are going on YouTube right now and how many are on Facebook and Instagram, thousands, countless of lives going on simultaneously, where on Amazon Live it's just a handful right now. And when I got on the platform, you learn, okay, I can talk about products and make commissions. So anybody that has an Amazon Associates account, you're probably already, providing referral links to products that you use and getting some type of commission. And this is more of that real time commission now. And it saves a step from people seeing you on another platform, then coming to Amazon, where now you're directly on Amazon, QVC style, HSN style. And the same way you stumbled upon me, if you find someone that's talking about a product that you're interested or you like, you may now stop and watch a video versus debating in your head, do I want to spend this money right now? Where if I start to show you to you and if I start to explain features to you and you were stuck on a question, you're getting that information in real time from someone and more likely to put it in your cart and check out. And when I started, it was right around Amazon Prime Day. It was a little bit before that. So you would see hundreds of people come onto your lives, and if you're a smaller influencer, you didn't see this amount of traction on any other platform. Like if I go on Facebook Live right now, I might get a handful of people that show up, literally. YouTube, get a handful of people. When I went on Amazon Live and you see 30, 40 people show up, you're like, hold on, no other platform people are showing up like this. And so I just began to double down on it. And then you have brands now and sponsors that are trying to talk to Amazon Live influencers to talk about their products, because they know it's a great platform for their products. They're already on Amazon. Now they can have somebody talk to those products. My shelf directly behind me is full of YouTube and Amazon Live products. And it's pretty, I never thought that would happen real quick. A lady that I mentor and I coach, on her very first live stream, she had a company reach out to her trying to, and she actually worked with them. And I think she's probably worked with, I don't know, close to 60 some different companies now since October of last year, of people and brands that want to reach consumers directly through this live streaming platform.
And that's something you focus on too in some of your classes, right? Is helping people get in front of brands. And is it, I mean, I know it's not easy, but is it easier than people think?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Amazon Live right now, by far, hands down, the easiest. I literally, just before jumping on here with you, we do like a little group Zoom chat, just kind of hang out with the Amazon Live creators, other influencers. And a lady on there, she said that she hasn't started live streaming yet. I said, cool, trying to help you get started. And I was using the chair that I'm sitting in as an example of a sponsor had sent it over. And I told her I turn down a lot of deals if they don't fit in my category, if I don't need a product or per se, because stuff does take up space. And she mentioned that she would love to get a new chair. So I told her, I will CC you on this email so that the company can reach out to you, and I will tell them you are getting ready to get started on Amazon Live, because I have less than 300 followers on Amazon Live. But unlike other platforms where you can see the numerical subscribers, Amazon Live, you can't. So when a brand reaches out to you, they don't know how long you've been streaming. They don't know how many followers that you have. So you really can command what you want. Free product. I want to get paid to talk about a product. And I know it's the easiest platform to have someone reach out to you, especially now that a lot of us are collaborating and communicating together, because it's so easy to say, hey, I think this person would be a good fit for your company. And they will send over an email. I've done deals through Facebook Messenger. I've done them through email, and I've done them through Zoom.